Live and raw, Runnin Gunnin with KG and the Ringmaster. It's the Diggin with KG and Ringy Runnin Gunnin Podcast Show. Coming to you from the prestigious ATC studios in beautiful downtown Burbank, California, where we talk about treasure hunting, metal detecting, and just about everything else. Except for goat roping, corn dogs, llama farms, and unicycles. That's where we draw the line. So without further ado, here are your beloved international superstar television hosts, King George and Ringmaster Tim.
Hey, Cage.
Hey, pal, what's happening? Here we are again. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while. All right.
Been too long. I think I gotta turn this thing down here. Yeah, podcast. Here we are again. I'm coming at you from the great state of Kansas. Where are you at, Ringmaster Tim?
I'm in the great state of Arizona, which was incorporated in 1912, I believe. Here we go.
Really?
Hey, I see you're in the portal again tonight. How'd you get in there? SpongeBob.
Well, you know, SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs put me in here. Hey, this looks like it's going to be a phenomenal show today. I need to share this around with the world on Facebook. But yeah, what do we got coming at us tonight, buddy?
You won't believe how much we got going on. Everybody out there, and obviously we've told everybody, starting last year, I think, we started giving away a metal detector every single time. Hold on, I got to turn this down. Every single show. And not only are we doing a metal detector now, we're giving away a big one, like an Apex or an AT Max or something, every single show we do. So tonight we got an Apex we're going to give away. As usual, we got 3 people already picked from all the comments and stuff randomly with a random number generator. There was somebody that wrote in earlier that said they were worried that I wasn't picking them randomly or something. It's like I'm using a random number generator. That's as random as I can get without...
It's okay, random boy. Don't worry about one person. It's fine.
So anyway, we got the thing. We got those 3 picked, but as everybody knows, we still got at least 2 more people that we're going to pick live tonight on the show. So there's going to be 5 in the running for that Apex. Plus, what else, KG? You know there's some other big surprise coming too tonight.
Hey, we had a good friend of mine, Jerry Ash from Baxter Springs. He has, he actually sells metal detector, antiquesdetectors.com. But he donated a carrot for the podcast tonight. So kudos to my buddy Jerry.
Awesome. Here he is right here. If you guys need a detector and you're in Kansas, don't go to KG. Go to Antiques Detectors right there. You can find it on Facebook, but... there it is. Kansas, he's an awesome dude, and he'll set you up. He also knows how to use them, obviously.
Yeah, might even get a back rub from him if you're really nice.
Yeah. So, Cage, I've never met him. One of these days, hopefully I will. Who knows?
You will someday. Someday soon, I'm hoping, buddy.
Good.
So what else we have? What else going on, buddy?
Let me look at my schedule of events. I studied real hard for tonight's show. Oh, guess what?
Duck's butt.
We went to DIGSTOCK last week, didn't we, Cage?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I never dreamt I would leave Kansas to go to North Carolina. I actually packed shorts, a muscle shirt, and all this nice weather stuff. And it snowed on us. What the heck?
I know. I mean, not only snowed, but it rained. I mean, it poured. The wind blew. It knocked over somebody else's tent. I remember it was missing the next day. I mean, yeah, it was a little bit of a problem with the weather. However, that being said, there were like 10,000 acres to hunt. And other than the fact that the weather hit and a bunch of people, including the Chigster, all got COVID and we're down for the count. I mean, it was definitely a bumpy ride. That's what I wrote in my VO thing for this next reel and quick hitter that's coming out. But,
right. And when you get that big of an organization, that many people involved, that's a lot to deal with, But I mean, I just go into these hunts thinking I'm just going to mingle with my buddies. I'm going to meet new awesome people, and if I find something cool, so be it.
Exactly.
To me, it's about the environment. We see a lot of people there that that we've never met before, and good buddies that we've been friends with forever. So that's a good venue to get together.
Absolutely. I mean, we did. You can look at the glass half full or half empty, and we definitely looked at it as full. I mean, the Garrett Prize Patrol, which was basically us because of all the rain and stuff, but it was they were out, and I mean, we gave away literally hundreds of prizes, including 2 Apexes and an AT Max and more pinpointers, the AT Pro pointers and the black ones too. We gave those away, so many that I can't even count them, Cage.
We gave so much stuff away that literally I just threw it all in the front seat of the car because it was kind of raining and I couldn't even sit down. It was so packed.
I know. There's a photo of it somewhere, but here's
look at that.
Yeah, we're out there. I mean, there was one nice day kind of near the beginning where, we could do some stuff, and there's Chig before he bit the dust. Remember, he was up there kind of,
Oh, yeah. I
think he was trying to find himself.
First.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was trying to communicate with his mother's ship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He thought that night was the night that they would come down. But now, we did. We got to see a whole bunch of people. We gave away a ton of prizes and stuff. But in the time that was allowed that we were out in those fields, I mean, there was a lot of can slaw and all that, but if you focused and put your head down, every one of us from the Garrett team found something, didn't we?
Oh, I found some really cool stuff. I mean, like you say, everybody I hunted with found some cool stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, I think, day 2 of my stuff. That cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love that railroad switch key. If you don't know about that key, all the railroad switches, they would have one of those keys and they would lock the switch so that somebody couldn't flip the switch, and then you had a head-on collision with 2 trains. So if you lost a key like that, you'd probably get fired. So I'm thinking that guy probably got fired. Either that or he did something stupid and he got fired and then just whipped the key out in the field and I come along and found it.
Yeah. And those switch lock keys, I mean, did you, I guess they were too old. You didn't really use those where you worked, right? In the mines or anything. None of that. That's just super old stuff. I didn't know how long they were in existence, but I think into the early 1900s at least.
They still use locks on switches for sure.
But obviously not those.
No, not that
keys.
type. No.
Yeah.
No.
And eventually, I kept finding pennies everywhere I went. I had a whole ring of pennies there, and then I finally stumbled onto that awesome infantry button there.
Yeah, that
I got
infantry
myself
button
an eye button.
was a surprise because not 10 feet from where you found that, I found a World War II button.
Or World War One, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah,
World War One. Is it in this picture somewhere? I think it is.
There.
Yeah, there it is.
Right next to the Merc dime.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, all the silver came from the night hunt, so that wasn't a legitimate, on your own hunt. But I'll still take silver where I can get it.
Absolutely, and those are all my live finds out there, and that was my find of the trip, was that eye button. And the cool thing about that is you found that World War I eagle button. I found the eye button, and then Brandon's right in there in the mix with us, and he pulls out this amazing Virginia button, pre-sieve, kind of a concave, awesome one piece.
Yeah, that made his trip right there. That was a good button. I was a little jealous of him on that.
I think super jealous.
Did he find like a shield nickel or something, or a V nickel?
Oh yeah, he found a V nickel, and then Mig was with us, and Mig jumped in. He found this.
Oh, Miguel, he tore it up too.
He did really good. And then, I know that these might not be the most amazing finds ever, but for as much time as we got to put in, those were pretty good finds for us. I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah, we were so busy at the tent that we didn't really get to go out as much as we'd like to. And a whole bunch of people there actually found like Indian artifacts.
yeah, there was a bunch of arrowheads found, which was pretty cool. And then this guy showed me his, that's a bust half, something I've never found. That's a bucket lister, but he was super happy with that find. And there was some like cut silver and other cool things. So there were definitely
there a half
some
of
things.
an 8 real found?
Yes,
and,
yes.
There was a ton of good stuff. I mean, there was a lot of people finding some good stuff. I mean, there was a huge area, which was good because if you didn't like one area, you could always move.
Exactly. And here's the winner of the Apex. He was very excited at the time. And then this guy had you put a reel out about this guy. That guy, he didn't find it at DIGSTOCK, but he brought this to show us. It's a cool
1851 Colt.
Yeah.
Colt revolver, Navy revolver. That is freaking awesome. I love that thing.
And then this, believe it or not, I was pretty jealous when you found this, Cage. This is cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the old Jeep emblem.
Yeah, it's like from a Willys Jeep or whatever. The real old ones, but you can see what it used to look like there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I need to beat that thing straight one of these days.
I just put it in a vise and start cranking, I wouldn't even put a cloth over it or anything. I just start hammering on it.
Actually, maybe about 10 miles from here, there's a railroad track. I think I'll put it on the railroad track and straighten it out.
Mm-hmm. Put a piece of duct tape on it to keep it in place so it doesn't go flying.
Yeah. That's the plan, Ring.
All right, good. Glad we got that settled.
Update pictures later.
All right. Hey, well, I mean, so anyway, DIGSTOCK was pretty awesome. Oh, hey, I also want to mention this stuff here. Everywhere we go, people give us stuff, and this was no exception. And last podcast, his name's slipping my mind now, but he saw that we were in Belize drinking Bellican beer, and he brought me that glass he found in the antique shop, which is pretty awesome. And then those tokens, what are they called again? Challenge coins.
Challenge coins.
Yeah, those challenge coins are so cool, and people don't give those out just willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? They actually
a special
mean
gift
something
when you get one of those. And that guy wasn't he like the Coast Guard?
He was a Coast Guard guy, and he gave us these. I got them right here. He gave us these, and they're not just some thin little token or whatever. This is it looks like it's almost plated in real gold, but it's just so cool. And he's just a good dude, And you and I always support the military and stuff because
I have a special place for all my challenge coins. I have a really awesome spot. In fact, remember our buddy from Australia, Alex? He gave me the patch off of his military uniform that he wore.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't it in Iraq or somewhere?
I can't remember where he was, but you're talking about Tazzy Alex, right? From Tasmania?
Yeah, the guy from Tasmania. Yeah.
He's the Tasmanian
Love
devil.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, and we appreciate it. And hey, as long as we're on that subject, this wasn't from DIGSTOCK, but I got to show you this anyway. Cage, I got one for you, so if you're really good and behave yourself, I might bring you one of them. Somebody sent us a couple more challenge coins. These are huge, and they're awesome and cool, but I'm going to read... sorry guys, I haven't even looked up here. I'm so busy jibber jabbering, but Dale's out there somewhere. I hope he doesn't mind me reading a little bit of this, but we've heard this a billion times and it never gets old. It's just awesome. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he's just saying, he sent these in, and he goes, a little note about challenge coins. If you don't know, they're given to someone who positively affects either an organization or those around him or her. This change sometimes goes unnoticed or not even intentionally. You both have had a positive change in my life. When your TV show first aired and you two would go on wild adventures looking for lost history or treasure, it captured my heart. After the first episode, I bought a metal detector and been hunting ever since. This change has been so impactful. Even my 3 children also enjoy the hunt of the next target to put nectar in the pock. So, I mean, stuff like that is, really means a lot,
Yeah, we definitely get it, and we definitely appreciate all the kindness that has come from our show. I mean, we just put the show together just because we're wild and crazy and it was fun, but we really had an impact on a lot of people. And that's pretty cool. You know, we didn't have a TV show where you had a certain amount of people you had to beat up or sleep with to make, good ranks. We actually had a decent show that the family could watch. Well, some families.
Yeah. Well, I slept with a lot of people to get to the top, Cage. Hey, Rachel is on. I just saw something go by. She goes, apparently I'm the only one that didn't get sick. And
I didn't.
I didn't either. KG and I didn't. I think maybe the three of us are like some kind of weird super spreaders or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of got tired and I was kind of feeling a little bit rough, but I forced myself to go take a hike. I went out looking for antlers and all that good stuff, but I powered through it. If I had it, I kicked its butt.
You did. You're a tough dude, Cage. Nobody should mess with you.
I'm just a super spreader.
You are. You're the super spreader. I don't even remember what we were talking about. I had something to say. But anyway, thanks for sending us those. Those are pretty awesome.
What else is on that list of yours?
I got a whole list of stuff. So much stuff it's unbelievable. I got all kinds of...
Hey, if this show goes over, it goes over. We don't care.
Yeah, we don't care about nothing. So there you go. Oh, hey, I got to say thanks to Dan's lanyards. You guys have heard us talk about Dan's lanyards before. You can put them so that you don't lose your pinpointer and stuff. They're really cool. He sent us a whole box. I just opened it today. Let me see. Hold on. There's a box here I just opened, and he not only sent lanyards like this, the cool ones to connect your pinpointer to your thing.
Yep.
He also sent a bunch of stickers, so you guys will be getting these in the prize packages. We got stickers and all kinds of cool stuff. And he's got this other thing he invented. There's two of them in here. And they were originally invented. It's a cork on your little lanyard thing. And he said it was originally invented for fly fishermen to hang on their vest, and then you put flies on the cork to hold them on.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. But
hey, I'm a fly fisherman. I think I'll be hanging a cork off my vest.
Yeah, maybe. But, we might give these away, Cage. You might not get one of these. That's the downside of me having the address here in Arizona. Or maybe I might get two. Two for Ringy, none for KG.
Maybe I'll just buy myself a bottle of vino and make my own Ringy.
Yeah. I was just gonna say I can think of another use for this, and that would be wine. Don't even say it out there.
You are a whiner. You can drink wine while you're looking at birds, pansy.
So anyway. Don't tempt me. I might put a bird photo up. That was what it was. Somebody had said something about birds. When are the bird pictures coming up?
Hey, I want to say something real quick.
You say whatever you want. It's your show, Cage.
Gypsy Jewel, I heard her event went off really, really well. I see Gypsy's on here. So, hi, Gyps. We love you. So, what else you got to say?
I was just going to say that we're going to be giving away, like the main prize, obviously, is the Apex. Second prize, thanks to Jerry, is the Pro Pointer AT, the Carrot, and then the other three people that get drawn in here are going to get lanyards and a bunch of other stuff, coins, the usual stuff we send out. So anyway,
all the stuff we don't want.
It's a win-win. Yeah, the stuff that KG will allow me to send that he doesn't want to keep for himself.
All right. The stuff that you probably get that I never see is probably mind-boggling.
Hey, KG, you know what? It's time to go. Go, Cage, go.
Okay. All right. Greg Papalo.
Greg?
Yeah, Greg.
All right.
That's the first one that popped up.
All right.
Greg Papalo, we love you, Greg. We know you've been going through some shit, buddy. You're in everybody's prayers. Believe me, everybody really cares about you. So we'll see him in a few weeks, huh?
Oh, we're going to see him in Florida for sure. He always puts on a great event in Florida. It's great because it's for the military and it benefits a lot of people. We're going to be there as usual. It'll be a barrel of laughs. So Greg's on there now. We still got an open slot. So, I just spit on myself. We still got an open slot.
Probably used to that, right?
I knew you weren't going to let that one go by. All right. So, okay, what else we got, Cage? What else you want to talk about? Do you guys really want to see a bird? I got 2 birds I could show you. I'll show you 2 birds. All right. Let's see here. Are they on here? Do I have birds? Oh, yeah, I got birds. Here we go.
All right, well, I'm going to go get another cold beverage.
All right, you go do that, and I'll talk about birds. Here we go. This is a Lawrence's goldfinch, which supposedly isn't supposed to be where I saw it, but there it was, and I took a picture of it. And then I got a brand new bird for my life list, and Carlotta helped me spot this one. I saw it up in the tree, and I'm like, hey, is that weird bird? It's called a red crossbill. And sure enough, it was it. She grabbed her binos and spotted it.
He bent his beak.
Yeah, look at it. It's called a crossbill because it lives in it's one of those Darwinian things where his beak developed just to open these weird pine cone nuts or something. It's crazy. It's like he's got a hair lip. Yeah, not an overbite, but a sideways bite. It's just weird. He probably
has a hell of a time whistling.
Probably talking.
Does he actually whistle?
If he talks like a parrot, he probably talks funny too.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, there's your 2 birds for the day. Hope everybody's satisfied. Somebody said it was interesting.
Brian Speaks, my buddy Brian. I might actually go to Oklahoma. He's having a little gathering. There was a big Chinese encampment. There's some Chinese running around down there. But I might go down to Oklahoma here. But I don't know. We'll see if I can fit it in, buddy.
Okay. Hey, Cage, while we're talking here, I'm going to try something here. All right? Because we got somebody sitting around waiting that might want to say a word or two.
Really? So, look at that guy. Holy.
Let's see who.
He does more than one time zone in the USA.
I'm gonna try to get this set up here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, you guys went on at 8:00 my time, didn't you?
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
8:30 your time.
Oh, okay. So I'm just 30 minutes late then. I'm really sorry, guys.
Hey,
am I live?
No,
he's not on.
Hold on, you're on, but hold on. I'm still trying to figure this all out here.
His first day, Butch.
Yeah, it's my first day at the office.
If he was working...
Wait, I can do it. Mash that button on your left. Try that. If you got some duct tape and WD-40, you can fix it. KG will fix it.
I'm working on it, Butch. I almost got it here. All right, here we go. Is this it? How's that look?
Yeah, in the barn door.
Yeah, we're in the barn door still.
Wait, is this a double seater?
Yeah,
it is. Whoa. It's a long drop.
Oh, all right, everybody. This is our special guest tonight, Butch Holcomb from American Digger. This guy is a legend. He's like my uncle and my part dad all wrapped in one. I love this guy.
He's just my brother, Cage. So does that make me?
Well, he would be your younger brother.
You're the Uncle Ringy.
No, KG would be my uncle daddy then if he said what he said was true.
We're talking Uncle Daddies and stuff. Is this like the Sprinkler Show? Am I gonna have to take a DNA test for somebody?
Yeah, probably.
You might.
Hey,
okay.
You know what? Butch gave us something pretty awesome at DIGSTOCK. Something I can't believe how cool this book is. What is it? Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
That is a treasured treat right there, Butch. Yeah, we want you to tell us a little bit about this book and what it means to you and just the story behind it.
Well, I tell you what, Charlie Harris, who was with American Digger magazine ever since its beginning, and he actually had been photographing artifacts, mostly Civil War, for at least 30 or 40 years. He had already put together one book early on, which I didn't have any part of. But later on, he was trying to get his second book of photographs published. And the problem was that a lot of the pictures he took were black and white negatives, and he didn't have a way to really do them good. So he had already approached me about doing the text and doing the layout, getting all the publishing done, the editing, writing the text basically, because all he had was notes. And the problem was that we didn't have a good way to do the black and white. So we both got our heads together and said, well, to save time and to get on out there, let's do all of the digital color photos he had taken within the last 10 years. That's how the book came to be. Now, there's a lot more to the story. There's more to the story because as I worked on this book, usually a book will take me about 2 years to finish, maybe 3 sometimes. And I had actually started working on this book a year ago, last December, so December 22, 21, whatever. I'm not good at doing math. And I'm not going to take my shoes off to count that far.
Yeah.
But anyway, his health started getting worse and worse. And part of it was his age. He was up in his 80s, I believe, or at least turned 80. Not that that's old, but I could see it going downhill. So I really started busting my butt to make sure I got this book out. And we did get it out. But the problem was the bad news and good news, but bad news first is, or good news, he got to see it at least. But the bad news is he passed away 2 weeks after these books were delivered.
Yeah, we heard that.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, I was like, thank you, God, for letting me let him see that. But he signed most of the books when he was in the hospital. His wife would bring the books up to him. He would sign them. He didn't go to the debut, which we did, and sold just an unbelievable amount of the books. But the thing is now that if you have a book with his signature and my signature on it, it's probably going to be worth quite a bit of money in the future because he was a legend, and he's not going to be around to sign them anymore. Now, I can sign them, and I can even write his name pretty good, but I'm not going to do that if we get a reprint.
Right.
So as of right now, I don't have an exact count, but there's probably, I'm guessing, maybe 200 of the books left that he signed. That's just a wild guess. So if you want one, it's probably a good time to go in and get it.
Well, how do they get them if they want one?
If they know where you live, they can steal your copy. But I would recommend that because then I'll have to replace it.
Yeah.
So
tell everybody where to go. Yeah.
Yeah. What I would suggest, it's not on Amazon because these sales have been so tremendous, and we ran into some snafus with Amazon that we never got a chance to even put them on there. So they're on our website, which is AmericanDigger.com, and you got to go through the menu and find, I think it's Digger Store, and then you go and see products or books. Then you click on that one, and suddenly it'll appear. So if you have any, but what you can also do, and you can order it online that way, you can also call us up at our office here, 770-362-8671, 770-362. I forgot the number. Whatever I just 8671, I believe. Anyway, if you didn't hear the number, go back and replay this later.
Yeah.
Okay. The easiest way is send Anita, the lovely and talented Miss Anita, my wife and co-partner. Send her an email at Anita, ANITA, at AmericanDigger.com.
Yeah.
And the book sells for $60. We've still got autographed copies by both of us. And I think it's $5 postage. There it is. Look at there.
There it is. Yeah. Let me see if I can find one.
And,
you know what? These guys literally are the legends and some of the founding fathers of metal detecting. Wow. So to have both their name in a book, it's priceless to me.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I had great respect for Charlie Harris. Him and I together, I'm not going to try to total it up, but I started metal detecting about 1968, and I think he started right about the same time. So we both got a lot of experience in this.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, if you like artifacts and you want to see what you found, holy cow, look at this stuff.
Yeah, even it's for amazing. Reference. Yeah, for reference, you know, you find something, it's like, holy crap, this is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
That's right.
So
that's why I recommend these books to people because, okay, you can go on the internet and get things ID'd, but if you look like, for instance, on Facebook, you'll have 12 identifications, and that means 11 of them are wrong.
Exactly.
When it was put into a book like what we've got here, we made darn sure that it was right. We made sure it's what we called it. And I think we did good on all of them. I'm sure sooner or later somebody will re-identify something. It happens in all books, but for now, I dare say it's about as good as there is for referencing.
That's just amazing. I mean, the quality of it is incredible.
We wanted good quality hardbacks because, you know, there aren't a lot of good books around anymore concerning our hobby. And a lot of the ones you see are paperbacks or, you know, soft cover, and they aren't built to last. But when we do a reference book, and we being myself, American Digger, Graybird Publishers, it's all the same. We go all out to make sure the quality's there because we don't want it to tear up.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, obviously it's hardback.
Right.
You can read mine. 210.
Is yours the one?
Is yours the one I signed? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The greatest friend of the Diggers by far.
Yeah, mine says the second greatest friend.
And you,
yeah.
You know, for those, I don't mind putting whatever you guys want in it, but your check still hasn't cleared. I just want.
Yeah,
it's a lot better than one guy who said, "Could you sign this? Congratulations, eBay winner."
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's great. We thank you for those books. Those are really awesome.
I really thank you guys for the promo you do. And, you know, if you have trouble getting them, give KG or Ringy a shout or go on Facebook. There's about 5 or 6 American Digger sites on there. Plus there's me as well. So send me a message, send a message through one of the American Digger pages and we'll get you one.
Yeah, we can figure it out for you too.
Yeah.
If there's any trouble. Awesome.
So I'm glad you guys are enjoying it because I really enjoyed doing it. I mean, I can't dig all that stuff in that book, but by golly, I can look at the pictures.
Yep, for sure. You know, I'm never going to find even close to a 1/10 of that, and it's just cool to be able to see it.
I'm gonna.
Well, I think most of the items in there are George's.
Yeah, most of them are.
Yeah, and you put a lot of pictures.
I'm saying that because I like his shirt because even I didn't even wear my own shirt tonight. But look at KG.
KG's on top of it.
Yep.
He's on top of it.
I bet he was even on time on this show.
He called me for the first time in history. He's like, "What are you doing? How come you haven't sent me the link yet?"
Well, I tell you what, I think the world of you guys that to show you how great these guys are. I got in touch with George at DIGSTOCK because I had 2 pinpointers that have lasted forever, crap out on 2 different days.
Yeah.
So I called up, get in touch with George and ask him if I can borrow a pin for one of you guys. And Ringy loaned me his Garrett Carrot. Now here's the thing: I got the Carrot out in the field and didn't even think about checking it. So it came time to pinpoint and I turned it on. Nothing. I had never heard of the trick of turning a battery upside down. It's a great trick, but I had never heard of it. So,
yeah.
But it didn't take me long, a couple hours of playing with it, and I finally pulled the battery out.
Yeah, I did have the battery in backwards.
So
it was an easy fix. I just turned the pinpointer around. So.
We get in the habit, Butch. We get in the habit of doing that because in the airlines, if it gets turned on by accident, it'll be beeping in your suitcase, and they'll think it's a bomb or something. It'll tear everything apart. So we'll just turn turn the battery around so that it don't come on.
I mean, that's a great trick. It's a great, and I did eventually figure it out. That will never fool me again because this ain't my first rodeo.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I really appreciate you loaning me that because I've gotten to where pinpointer is something I consider is pretty important now. So.
Oh, I won't even leave the house without it. Even back in the days when we were running around in Montana, I distinctly remember this day. I drove all the way down KG. I drove down by the Black Hills down to the old mill or the highway there. And I got all the way there and I realized, I forgot my pinpointer, and I turned around, drove all the way back to the house because the 20 minutes it took me to drive back home were probably saved by just using the pinpointer all day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It saves a lot of time. Back when we first started, there weren't any real easy to use pinpointers. There was great big boxy units, which were basically small metal detectors. So none of us old timers used them. But when Garrett came out with the first one they came out with, I don't remember the name of it. Then
just a pro pointer, the regular
pro pointer.
Yeah.
But when they came out with pro pointer and I used one, I was a believer. Your holes are smaller, quicker recovery. It's just you can cause security problems in the airport by making it beep and then looking like you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I had one of them old green bounty hunters that you'd have to turn on. You could kind of adjust the sensitivity. And you'd almost have to be touching the thing before it started vibrating.
That's right. I think those actually use tubes.
I don't know what it was, but I don't know who made them. But they were like thin as a pencil, and they were so brittle. Like we broke like two or three in a row, and it's just like, really, it was just weird. And then Garrett came out with the best one ever, and it was just awesome.
And, I know this isn't recommended, but doggone it, it's so tough you can dig with it. I know. Maybe that's why I'm torn.
Well, you should see the end of mine is all worn down because I use it as a shovel all the time. I know you're not supposed to. I've seen people put like these little attachments that are like aftermarket attachments to protect it from that. But,
they're little condoms that you stick on.
That's safe digging. It never hurts.
It never does. Always be safe.
We dig in some nasty stuff.
Think about that, kids. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, privy diggers, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right, hey, I got to take a little trip and refresh my soda pop, so I'll be right back.
Beverage. So, Butch, you're going to be at the Garrett hunt, aren't you?
Yes, sir, I am. American Digger's going to have our tent set up there. We'll be selling subscriptions, books of various kind, because this last book is not the only one we published. We've got quite a few books that we published or that we stock. So there'll be plenty of those there for everybody. Also, we will be taking pictures of finds and, have celebrities coming up and hanging out with us, including KG and Ringy. And come on by. I'll give you a soda pop, I promise.
Okay, you're going to have this book at your new book?
Hopefully, unless we sell out, but we hope to still have it then. And
selling out ain't a bad thing either.
It's not, and we have discussed, this book is selling so fast. It first came out, I think 2 weeks before Christmas, and we had 950 of them all together. And like I say, there might be 200 left.
Nice.
So it's really selling fast. We probably will at some point have it reprinted. So it's possible, if you miss out on getting it now, then you can probably pick up one later. However, it won't have Charlie Harris's signature on it. And you watch these books with his signature, they're going to be $200 books.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now, for you people that don't know, I'm here with Butch Holcomb. He's a legend in the metal detecting industry. He's been at it a long time. Well, Butch, when did you start, and what is your absolute favorite find?
Oh, wow. I started in 1968, and it was with a Heathkit metal detector, which my dad and I put together as a kit. And it would pick up a car if you put it on the hood. And actually, it would pick up a ring if you held the coil in your hand. Seriously, though, it would find things a couple of inches down, maybe 3 inches. But here's the trick. It had a chrome steel tube rod that actually screwed directly into the search coil. So you were losing a lot of depth from that chrome steel.
Yeah.
And if you ever tried to bend it, it would break off in the coil. My very favorite find, though, was, and I hunt a lot of Civil War relics because that where I live down in the Southeast, that's what we used to hunt a lot of. Now I go everywhere. But my favorite find was actually my first, I will say belt buckle, but it was actually a cartridge box plate. But I went out in the woods. My buddy had just found one the week before. I'd been hunting about 6 or 8 months at that time. And I actually found, I take that back. I had been hunting a year or two, but I finally swapped in the Heath kit for one of the brand new big wax units, one of the Coin Masters, I believe it was. So about 6 months after I got it, I dug up my first plate, and it was a Georgia State Militia.
Oh, wow.
In perfect shape. It was a box plate.
Wow.
When I found it, anybody familiar with them know that when they're made, they have 2 wire loops on the back to hold them on. So when I finally, it was almost on the surface, and I saw the wire loops, and I'm like, all right, I got a U.S. box plate. And I flipped it over, and I'm like, what is this? Is that McDonald's Golden Arches? And then I realized what it was. And even at that point, I knew how unbelievably rare it was.
Wow.
Yeah. That's my most valuable and also probably my favorite, but I've got a ton of cool things. Jewelry wise, I was in James Brown's hometown of Augusta, Georgia, not far from where he grew up. And I dug up a sheriff's badge. And then about 5 feet away, I dug up a ring. When I pulled it out of the ground, I couldn't believe it. It was heavy. It had 14 diamonds in the face of it. It was inlaid with white gold into yellow gold, and I call it the ring of James Brown. So
wow.
I don't know what it is. It probably isn't, but you can't prove it.
You can't prove it isn't.
You can't prove it, and God knows what the sheriff was asking him.
Yeah.
James Brown, the hardest running man in show business.
Yeah, he is hardest working man.
I thought I was.
Oh, come on, man. You realize you have a whole herd of deer behind you, and they do not look happy.
They're not. They were protein, good protein though.
That's right. I'm just glad it's not. You don't put Christmas balls on their nose and make them like. Okay, good. For
yeah,
you.
I should have
that's disrespectful to me. So I
really
keep
is
them that way. Yeah.
Honest to goodness, it is because those animals give their life for us. So.
Dang right. That's respect
Nothing
right
wrong
there.
with eating.
Yeah. So,
right.
Butch, who you going for in the college ball?
Who do I go for in college ball? You want me to get down on all fours and bite you on the ankle? Go dog! Go dog! Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And all my Alabama friends out there and the ones that pull for other teams, bless your little hearts, and I'll pray for you. That's all I can say, man.
Well, Montana was in it. The Bobcats.
Well, yeah,
they got beat out right off the bat, so they shouldn't even have been in there.
College ball, those kids play on a hope and a dream.
Yes.
They don't get the big salaries. They risk getting hurt. They don't even have time to hold a part-time job when they're in college. So, they're giving it all.
Hey, speaking of that, check this out. Guess who made the Sweet 16? The Iowa Hawkeye women's team.
Ooh, you go, man. You go.
Heck yeah. And we haven't done a podcast for so long, I haven't even got to talk about the Hawkeyes bowl win. So there you go. Look at that segue right into it. I was just sitting here with my hand on the button, waiting for somebody to talk about sports.
He had that lined up.
Yeah.
I did.
Hey, Ringmaster, we know quite a few people that are heavy into sports and actually played a lot of sports. I mean, we know a pretty famous athlete that played for Southern Miss.
We
right?
do. We know a bunch of them, Cage, and that's talk about a segue. Butch, you want to hang around for this? You're welcome to just sit right there and listen to this.
I will.
All right, then.
Not like I have a real job.
Well, here's the deal. A while back, I think it was last fall, we went to a Southern Miss game with our buddy Lance, and we got to go into the 4th Street bar, and Slade was in there. He was a big Diggers fan.
That's an ultra famous bar in that area, and it's littered with memorabilia from famous people that played at Southern Miss.
Ever heard of this guy, Brett Favre? He played there.
Yeah, I think I have.
Yeah, he might have heard of him. He's on the wall there. You got Ray Guy, probably the greatest punter in the history of the NFL. He was in there. And then here's me and KG with Marchant Kenny. He was like a super stud on the Southern Miss team. We got to party with him. We got to see Gerardo Hinton, the superstar basketball player from there. And guess who?
Is that really you, or is that a cardboard cutout?
No, it's me. They put me in there.
Him.
And look at this. Look who else is on the wall in the bar now. Us.
Look at that.
Yeah.
We're on there.
Gratifying photo. I mean, I look at that and go, man, I wish I could jump.
Yeah.
And then not only are we on the wall there with all these famous stars, there was another superstar on the wall there too.
Probably my most favorite woman basketball player of all time.
Heck yeah, look at that. Carla.
Yeah.
Carla LaFan was in there. And here she is, sporting an awesome sign she made. And here we are. Look at that. Carla, look at that. We got to go to the game. We saw her at the game and at this big party. There's KG partying with Carla. I mean, we got to hang around with this superstar basketball player.
Wow.
And check this out. Here's a 1994 box score where she was playing in this game where Southern Miss beat Virginia Tech like 93-62. They were super dominant and won like 20-some games. So, I mean, who are you kidding, man? We got to hang out with Carla.
Yeah,
I mean,
Lance is a lucky man, I'll tell you what.
Lance is just batting, way out of his league.
Wow, man. How do you guys get into these places? I mean, and you never get thrown out. You walk into them, and then they,
I don't know.
Go to those places too. They just won't let me stay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
You see the polar bear behind me?
The what?
The polar bear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big girl. We can offer for a prize tonight, but I can't afford the shipping.
Yeah.
That is too cool, guys. Y'all just you live the dream.
Oh, we do. We got to go to a lot of places. I mean, you can't think. I mean, we're the 2 luckiest guys on the planet in a way. I mean, as far as metal detectors go, I mean, we've been to all over the planet, and we've got to see a lot of cool things. We got private tours of Lambeau Field. We've, just the weird things you would never think would be related to metal detecting. And here we are standing on the roof of Lambeau Field watching, the inside of all the workers down there taking care of the field and stuff.
Yeah, we gotta wear the 4 of the football rings too, the Super Bowl rings.
Serious?
Too. Remember that? Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, we're pretty lucky. We're pretty lucky.
Yeah, that beats James Brown's ring, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Hey, as long as we're talking about rings, I'm gonna talk about this. Everybody knows I found that ridiculous gold ring in England a while back, but here's something kind of cool. I just put a reel out, and if you haven't seen the reel yet on Instagram or wherever I put it, there it is. It made it to the Shrewsbury Museum in England. It's on display now. And so you can always go check it out if you want to see the reel. It's on Instagram under Ringmaster.
Butch, we're gonna
date too.
Yeah, we're gonna
1744.
Yeah.
Gosh.
We're gonna get you the story on that, Butch, and maybe we'll be lucky enough to see it in the magazine someday.
Please do, because we're all about readers' finds, and you guys are readers, and we're all about the freelance writing too. So,
all right. Well, yeah, we can definitely get you that, and if you want
that's a great segue because in September I am actually going to England for the first time, and we're taking a private group.
Oh,
to a place that's the bad thing is it's only 3 days
ah,
because this place that is allowing the tours doesn't really want to open it up full time to metal detectorists, which is a good thing. But it's a
mm,
1200s, 1300s Priory.
right.
So
Well, 3 days
only
is
a
better
lot of
than
fun.
no days. I'll tell
It's
you
better
that right
than no
now.
days, yeah. And Anita wants to go over there and see the royalty and the queens and all that, which we go to San Francisco and see if we want. But
Well, it'll be.
you guys are gonna
it'll be
cut me
fun.
off now, aren't you? Hey,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Love is love. Just kidding, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, you got to be able to make fun of yourself and everybody else. Otherwise, the
You
world's going
calling
to be
me
a
a
tough
queen?
place to live.
Yeah.
Don't get me
I tell
started,
you,
Butch.
If folks, if you can't laugh at yourself, then somebody else is going to do it for you. So you might as well laugh at yourself.
Exactly. Hey, now speaking of England, we might be over there at the same time as you are. So maybe we'll.
You're going to go to the Detectiveville?
I don't know. I know we're going to probably be
Yeah.
at Rodney Cook and a couple other things over there. We always go over there in the fall for that time. So, I mean, if we're over there, we'll have tea and crumpets together
We
or something.
definitely will.
Yeah.
Crumpets are not something that was once alive, is it? Because I hear they eat weird things.
No.
I tell you what, we'll it'll be our treat. We'll treat you to some black pudding. It'll be our treat.
Yeah.
Do they get it off black pudding trees? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll treat you to that. We got a couple other things
Hey,
for you.
if it's fried, I can eat it. I'm going to take some Crisco with me, and I'm going to take some pig's feet, grits, and what else? But ham hock maybe. And even though I don't eat pig feet or ham hock, I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know what ham hock is.
I don't
have no
either.
clue.
But
Part
if
of
I
a ham.
take it, they'll remember me.
All right, hey Cage, what else we got to talk about? You guys want to talk about any of this other stuff? Well, we talked about that. Talked about that. I think
we talked about that.
We talked about that.
Okay, talk about that. We talked about you when you were gone, but
we talked about you.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's all right.
So we got Florida Hunt 8 coming up. And I have to say, Mark Hoover. So
Mark Hoover? Mark Hoover.
Yeah, he paid us for shout outs, Butch.
Oh, Mark Hoover.
And
I'll add that to your check if you'll tell everybody. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be at Florida 8 too.
You're going to be there too?
Anita. Yes.
Oh, and Anita.
Oh, good. Good. We finally get to meet the brains of the outfit.
Yeah, that's right. She was actually at DIGSTOCK too, but you probably didn't see her because my personality just kind of.
No, we saw her. I made sure I gave her some hugs and stuff.
Yeah,
you weren't looking.
Yeah, there were a lot of people hugging her. Nobody hugged me. So
I did it right in front of you.
You're very brazen and bold, KG.
See, guys, you have something to look forward to because when you get older, then you can hug anybody you want to, and they'll just say, "Oh, that's cute. He's old."
Yeah, he's an old man. Yeah,
he's an old man. It's great.
He would never have any kind of impure thoughts ever.
No.
Right. Yeah. So KG mentioned Florida Hunt 9. We're definitely going to be there. What else we got going on? What's the next thing? Oh, the big Garrett hunt's coming up. So
Garrett hunt, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there next month, of course. And in case you don't know, Digger Dawn from England's coming over here to the Garrett hunt. So we're going to do some hunts with her, and she's going to be there. So I know a lot of people here that have never had the opportunity to go to England to some of these events, have never met her. Now's your chance at the Garrett event. She's going to be there. She'll have a bunch of Digger Dawn gear and stuff.
Yeah, you might not understand anything she says. But
she's from Manchester. You can't understand anything she says, but,
but that's okay.
Yeah,
I'll pay them back when I go over there. They won't be able to understand a word.
That's for sure. For sure, Butch.
But you'll probably want to interview her because she's like one of the most interesting people in the world.
Would.
Yeah.
Some of her posts on Facebook just tickle me to death. So I've always wanted to meet her. So
I'll set it up.
Set it up, man.
I'll set it up.
Yeah.
I'll hug her, but tell her I'm harmless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're going. And then we're going to Italy.
Yeah, then we go to Italy right after that, and then we fly directly from Italy to Florida, I think.
The Florida hunt. Yeah.
And then we do that, and then what's after that? Illinois, and that should complete the spring tour, and then we do the England thing and the whole fall thing. We got a bunch of stuff, but we're not even really aware of what we're doing in the fall yet. Because
I'm not aware of what I'm doing most of the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, anybody that's met us is pretty much aware of that same fact for us.
this is why we have a good time doing what we do. You guys work your tails off traveling, but I bet you love every minute of most every minute of it.
I like almost all of the minutes. And KG and I have talked about this. We wouldn't trade anything, but it's not quite as easy as it looks, especially when you're filming the TV show and stuff. I mean, it was some pretty brutal schedules and stuff like that. But that being said, I mean, think about what we've gotten to see. And I mean, it's just been an awesome ride, and all of it thanks to the fans that made the show popular. So everybody out there that tunes in doing this kind of stuff, heck yeah. I sound, old and sappy and,
Hey, you're getting that age now. It's okay.
I am. I might break down in tears at any moment, if I could just see a couple birds, it would cheer me up,
Yeah, I got two of them I could show you, but I'm not gonna.
This is why we're on
exactly.
After 9 o'clock. Yeah,
actually, that was pretty awesome. We were on a group chat with Gary Penna the other day. Miniature Man. Everybody who's on here knows who he is. Anyway, I said I got a couple of birds to show you, and he sent a couple of what are they, emojis in a row, and it was very clever, and you can imagine what they were.
Well, they're little birds. That's cute.
Yeah, well, yeah. Not quite as cute as you think.
I liked it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So what else, Cage? Did we talk about everything?
Make sure you got everything on there.
Hey, we did. We hit everything.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you right now, Ringy, go.
Joni Bybee. Are you?
Bye, baby.
She just posted something. She said, I'm going to something. I don't know what to, but Joni, you're in the final.
Yep. Butch, randomly we yell out, and then we pick a name, the first name that pops up. So I yelled for Ringy, and he picked her name. So that's just kind of a weird way we did stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the final list. We're going to give this Apex away, and we're going to give away the Pro Pointer. So,
hey guys, would y'all like to add a subscription or renewal to American Digger magazine?
Oh, can you imagine that? Look at this. Yeah. Third place is going to get that.
We can do that.
We'll do it.
Make it happen. Yeah.
All right, a subscription to American Digger magazine, and
I hope I win.
Yeah, I hope I do too.
Oh, come on. Hey. It's got great pictures in it because I make it for myself, which means I like pictures.
Right.
And the words aren't too big.
Yeah, the words aren't very big. But listen, for people that don't know anything about American Digger magazine, it's not like any other relic or treasure hunting magazine you've ever seen. It's like full color, awesome, glossy pages through this whole thing, and it's super, super high quality. It's like almost like this book, really, except not in hardback, And
that's it.
It's amazing. I mean, it's the people that write articles. Like I know Pete personally that writes about arrowheads,
right,
and these guys know their stuff. I mean, KG and I, we're dangerous because we know a little about a lot of different things. You know what I mean? But like the guys that write in here know a ton about what they're talking about. So
they have to be right. We don't have to be right.
Yeah, we can just speculate.
People
That's our job is to speculate. Yeah. But these guys know the real answers, and it's just cool. You look at this magazine, you're thinking, oh man, I've had that. Like KG, I remember you seeing a picture of that 1851 belt plate, Eagle officer's belt plate, and he had it in a shoebox for 2 years because he didn't know what it was. This is way back when we first started.
Yeah.
And it's like he saw it in the magazine. He's like, oh my God, look at this thing, and it's like, hey,
That's that's one of the reasons we do the magazine. That's one of the reasons I do these books, is I want people to be able to identify things they dug up.
Right.
Because it's real important. You don't want to stick it back in a shoebox if it's got important historical value.
And Butch, is it the only way they can get it is the magazine, or is there a digital copy?
Yeah, there's digital as well. Whichever one you prefer. They're both available on our website, AmericanDigger.com. Or if you have trouble finding them there, then here again, email Anita at AmericanDigger.com. That's ANITA at AmericanDigger.com. Or you can call us up 770-362-8671. So
You remember
there's always
the number.
3 ways of ordering. And digital is actually a little bit cheaper. But the main coolest thing about digital is people that travel a lot love it because they don't have to get back home to get their hard copy. They can just open their phone.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right.
Well, Ringy, why don't you give that American Digger subscription away?
All right.
Dan?
You know what we'll do?
First.
We're going to do that one first. All right. And one of these 5 people is the lucky winner of the American Digger subscription. And here it is.
Come on, George. You can win it, George. Come on.
I hope so,
It
buddy.
is
I hope so.
number 1.
KG.
Right there. Number 1. See it on the penny?
Ooh.
Carrie Katzenberger. In German, that means cat mountain, someone who lives on Cat Mountain. Carrie Katzenberger. That's
So
what
he
it
lives
means.
he lives in a cat house.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Cat Mountain. Anyway, Carrie, you have just won a subscription
Digger
to American Digger magazine. That is awesome. All right.
So tell them how to get that, Tim.
You contact American Digger magazine at those numbers and things
Or
and info.
us. Or
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
They'll get it
Oh,
to
I
me.
see what you're saying, Cage. Everybody, just whoever's on here, contact us through, you can go through Facebook if you want on Messenger, or go to our diggintv.com website and go to the contact page and email us. Either one is fine. Just get a hold of us within 30 days to claim your prizes. That goes for everybody here. And Carrie Katzenberger, you just won the American Digger subscription. What do you want to give away next?
Give away that Pro Pointer 18.
All right. Jerry's in Kansas is going to give away the Pro Pointer AT.
Antiques Detectors on Facebook, and Antiques Detectors on the internet too. He might be having a little issues with that, but he's getting it fixed. So keep trying it.
All right, here we go. He was generous enough to give away this Pro Pointer, and it is number 4, as you can plainly see. And that would be Greggy Papillo in Florida.
Oh, I know.
Greggy's got himself a
PPAT.
Pro Pointer.
And I
Pro
hope he's
Pointer
busy.
for Greg. Awesome. Okay.
Good job.
So
All
if
right.
Florida, there's somebody else I can actually borrow a pinpointer from. Right?
Exactly.
That's
When you go to
right.
Florida,
Okay.
now you got a pinpointer as a backup there.
Yep.
All right. Now we got 3 more people on the list that are going to win some Dan's lanyards and other stuff. But let's pick one of them to take the Apex.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Putting that one back. And here is the winner.
Roger Wyant.
Tim Ringmaster Sailor, number 3.
Oh my gosh, he won it.
Let's check and see who number 3 really is. Mark Overmeyer. Mark Overmeyer, you are the winner.
Congratulations.
All
Good
right.
job, Mark. Yeah.
Heck
All
yeah.
right.
Apex. I don't know if he's on here or not, but you got 30 days to claim your prize, and we will send it out. John Bybee and Ramiro Chavez. You two are getting some other prizes, so please write in with your shipping address. USA shipping addresses only, as blah, blah, blah. It's in the rules. So,
Hey, what was the last 2 names again? Say the last 2 names one
okay,
more time.
so here are all 5 winners. Carrie Katzenberger won the American Digger subscription. Ramiro Chavez, Mark Overmeyer, Greg Papillo, and John Bybee. So we got all guys, I think. Oh, no, it was Joni. I'm sorry, I wrote that wrong. We got one girl in there. Joni Bybee. Sorry. So
Joni Bybee.
Yeah. Carrie
Joni
Katzenberger, Ramiro Chavez, Mark Overmeyer, Greg Papillo, and Joni Bybee. You guys send us your addresses, your shipping addresses, and we'll get you all your prizes out. And congrats on that.
Yeah, and if they're
Apex.
on here and you know who they are, message them. And then if we don't hear within a month, then it's going back in the prize box.
It is. It'll go right back into the old prize box, and we'll give away 2 of them next month if it's not claimed.
Yeah.
So awesome. Way to go. Way to go, everybody. Anything else we want to talk about or say? Anybody got anything real quick? I'm looking at the screen right now. Congrats to all winners.
Enjoy this. This will be the only quiet you ever hear out of me.
Yeah, that's unusual.
Yeah.
It is.
It is super.
Will he ever shut up?
Yeah, that's your...
Coincidentally, the name of another book of mine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shut up.
All right.
So, that's it then?
I think that's it. I think
That
we're
went
good to
fast.
go. It went
That went real
super
fast.
fast, didn't it?
That's because I didn't show up for the first 30 minutes. I really slowed the momentum down. I could
You did.
tell
It was just
the
came to a
guys were
crashing
slow.
halt. It was like a tractor going into a bunch of mud and then just getting bogged down. And
And then other tractors trying to pull that one out, and they're getting stuck. And then,
yeah, and then it just became, they had to call the police and the fire department, and people were starting to be taken away on stretchers from exhaustion. Yeah.
Does he have a script for this, or is this just coming out of his head?
comes out of a 12-ounce can.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
do a wonderful job in them. I can't thank y'all enough for what you do for this hobby, because folks, regardless how much they say they like their jobs, I can tell you none of us have become millionaires off this.
For sure.
We make a living and we are rich at heart because it's a wonderful hobby.
Yep.
I know. It's like I always tell Tim, the longer you do it, the more you realize the treasures are the people you meet and your
That's
friends.
it, man.
But
That's
don't do them wrong.
That's very astute, KG. You're just very.
I'm getting to the age where I can get away with that.
You can. You're just, I don't want to say that you're becoming soft, because you're not. You're just becoming wise. You're becoming wise.
Using big words we don't know the meaning of. I'm not sure he knows the meaning of it.
I'm not sure what astute is.
I was going to ask you what.
My wife told me I was incorrigible once, and I told her thanks.
Well, I've never been in cordial. I've been in cahoots.
Yeah.
No, thanks, Butch, for coming on.
Thank
buddy.
you, guys. I really appreciate it. And congratulations to all the winners tonight. And we will see you guys not only at Florida 8, but also at the Garrett Hunt.
Yeah, buddy. Be safe. Give your wife a hug for us.
Will do. Absolutely. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
All right,
See ya. We're going to send it out. Here we go.
That's it for this week. Thanks for watching the Runnin Gunnin Podcast Show, brought to you by Garrett Metal Detectors and ATC's NX5 Diggin tools. Check the ATC event calendar at anacondatreasure.com for showtimes, and tune in again for another extraordinary program packed with brilliance, insight, and fascinating guests.
Rich.
Wait a minute, am I still talking about this show?
Mark
Anyway, may silver and gold find its way into your pans and under your coils this week. Nectar in the pot for everybody. KG and Ringy out.
Dale was out there. Roger Wyant. Who's he?
Roger Wyant. That's my brother. Charlie there. Nancy Baldwell.
Oh, Nancy. Bobby White out there. We see you. We see you, Nancy.